And we've been joined by Houston coach Tony Levine. The Cougars are 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the American Athletic Conference. Houston last played this past Saturday against UCF. UCF won the game 19-14. This week, Houston back in action Saturday at Louisville will be a 7 p.m. Eastern Time start and will be televised nationally on ESPNU. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call this week. If you could take a minute to tie up the game at UCF from Saturday and tell us what you look forward to as you get back on the field to visit Louisville this week, please.
Well, again, a great challenge again this week, going on the road, playing a very talented and well-coached team in University of Louisville. So it'll be another great challenge for our program. Another opportunity. And this season is certainly going by quickly. And I expect that our student athletes will bounce back from the tough loss we just had in Orlando. And again, look forward to the game this Saturday night.
Take questions for Coach Levine, please. Hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue, and the operator will introduce you. And again, *1 for questions for Coach Levine, please.
And we'll go to Joseph Duarte, the Houston Chronicle.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Joseph.
I just wanted to ask, when you look back at the game on Saturday, there were a couple of situations, I didn't know if they were, in terms of John O'Corn, I believe one of them was on third or fourth down where he took a sack. Do you look at some of those moments with him that, he could have done something differently, or was it just the situation? And the reason I ask is because obviously this week Louisville comes in with, I guess, the number 2 ranked defense in terms of sacks this week, and just wondering if there was something you saw there with John, either not getting rid of the ball or if it's just kind of the situation at the moment.
No, it was a combination of a number of things, and again, I think he's improving in that area in terms of when he's got to leave the pocket and scramble, when he does leave the pocket and scramble, when there's no one available, getting better at throwing the football away. He's not where he needs to be yet, but he is definitely showing improvement in that area. One time we had an offensive lineman get beat, and we had pressure right away. One time we had an assignment error by a receiver. So it's a combination of a number of things, which are probably certainly not always clear to the eye of a fan or somebody in the stands, but that we as coaches recognize. So it's not all on our quarterback. However, in those type of situations, he is improving, and again, I think he's a much different player at this point than he was back 2 months ago in September.
Pass protection each week is always important. Any more emphasis this week simply because their 2 ends are among the nation's best, including Marcus Smith?
Is there any more emphasis this week?
Yeah, just in terms of knowing that, I know pass protection is always important, but this week the fact that Louisville does tend to get to the quarterback a little bit more than most teams.
Right, and obviously that'll be a pretty good matchup Saturday night with us throwing the football as much as we do, and Louisville being successful with sacking the opponent's quarterback. But we'll continue to game plan, and try to negate their strengths as much as we can in terms of scheme and game plan, and obviously we'd like to come out of the game with 0 sacks and give our quarterbacks as much time as they need to throw the football.
And we'll go next to Joey Johnston at Tampa Tribune.
Yeah, Tony, it seems like this league has a number of really good quarterbacks. I mean, your guy, John O'Corn, Teddy Bridgewater, of course, Gilbert at SMU, others. Just wondered where you thought UCF's Blake Bortles fell on that list, and also just after seeing him not only last week but in other years, what impresses you the most about him?
Well, Joey, I'm glad as you were asking me that question and you mentioned our guy and Bridgewater and Gilbert, I was about to cut you off and say, don't forget Blake Bortles. He's right up at the top of that list. I think with Gilbert and a certainly Teddy Bridgewater. In talking to Coach O'Leary for a few minutes in pregame warm-up Saturday night, the comment I made to him was how much I thought Blake had improved over the last couple of years. And I said this last week, and here in Houston, not in one way, in a variety of ways. I think his poise is tremendous. For him to go up to Penn State, win the game up there, for him to go to Louisville, win the game there after being behind. I think his accuracy is outstanding. I think he appears to be another coach on the field in terms of being very, very comfortable with what Coach O'Leary and the offensive staff want to do schematically and philosophically on offense.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Levine, please? Coach, thanks for your time this week. We look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right, and that is Houston at Louisville, 7 p.m. Eastern Time start on ESPNU.